Why Indiana for this latest detention center?
Why not? I mean, bottom line is the state should play a role in this administration's efforts to remove public safety threats from this nation as quick as possible, illegal alien public safety threats and national security threats. States are playing a role. I'm happy. I'm happy for their participation and coordination and efforts.
How quickly could we see it up and running?
I don't have exact deadline on it. I know it's we're looking at about 1,000-bed facility, and I just, like I just said in another interview, I'd like to see more. I'd like to see bigger facilities that hold 4,000 or 5,000 people. It just creates more efficiencies. Near an airstrip, move people in and out quicker, bigger population, but 1,000 beds help. Look, I've said from day one, we need 100,000 beds. That's what we asked for in the big beautiful bill, and we got it. 100,000 beds would create more efficiencies and allow ICE agents to arrest more bad people on the street. And with us hiring at a massive rate, more boots on the ground, meaning arresting more criminals, which means we need more beds. Everybody arrests needs a bed. They're going to be in custody for several days, several weeks, several months, depending on the specific case. But the more beds we have, the more success we're going to see. I think the Department of 3,000 arrests, people say, what a ridiculous number. Do the math. We'd have to arrest 7,000 people every day for the remainder of this administration just to remove the people Joe Biden released. 3,000, in my opinion, is not a target. It's not my target. But, everybody says 3,000 is a ridiculous, goal. I'll say, look at the numbers. We'd have to arrest more than twice many of that just to remove the people that Biden let in. That's not counting the 12, 15 million already here. So I don't think anybody's working on a goal of 3,000. I think I look at the numbers every day, and I think the men and women are doing a great job. I hope we get over 3,000 a day when we bring these additional resources on, additional beds, additional transportation contracts. And look at the crime rates already. Every public safety threat ICE takes off the street makes this country safer. Every national security threat we take off the street makes this country safer. Every illegal alien with a final deportation order that we remove sends a strong message to the whole world. It's not okay to enter this country illegally. It is a crime. It is not okay to be here illegally. And if you're here illegally, you got a problem. You should be looking over your shoulder. It's not okay to be here illegally. Like it wouldn't be okay for me to be in any other country illegally. We're enforcing immigration law. That's what the American people put President Trump in the Oval Office for. President Trump's success on the border is unprecedented. We've got the most secure border in history of the nation today. I've worked with 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. No one has come close to the success of the Trump administration on border security.
Mr. Homan, what are the cost estimates? Mr. Homan, what are the cost estimates for this detention center in Indiana? Who came up with the name? And also, how much is this going to look like Alligator Alcatraz?
I don't know who came up with the name, and I don't know the details. But I'll say this again: 1,000 beds come in very handy, and I'm glad the states are stepping up to help us do this. Every bed we bring on, we fill pretty quickly. I mean, we don't have less than several hundred beds this morning. We'll fill them by tomorrow morning. So the more beds we bring on, and look, I'll say it again, I am happy that governors are stepping up wanting to help with this, because interior enforcement's their responsibility too. They saw what happened to the crime rates. They see what happened to all the U.S. citizens that were attacked by people not supposed to be here. They've read all the stories on the young women raped and murdered by members of criminal cartels that were released in this country by administration. They're angry too, and they're happy that President Trump's taking action to not only secure the border at the highest level ever, but to make this country safe again. I'm glad governors are stepping up, but I'll say it again. I would like to see bigger facilities that'd be more efficient, holding several thousand people. But 1,000-bed facility is a great help, because we need those 1,000 beds. We need them today. So the quicker they bring it on, the better.
What about the administration's next move if the judge does order to halt operations at Alligator Alcatraz?
Well, we'll do what we always do. We'll litigate it, we'll appeal it, and we'll win. I mean, bottom line is, why would you stop operations at a facility that has no issues as far as I'm concerned? Matter of fact, that facility reminded me yesterday, it's facilities I walked through, with our FEMA employees go and set up their base camps. Facilities just as good as what we send our FEMA employees to, if not better. There was no issues with Alligator Alcatraz. And I can say that comfortably because I was there. I was just there the day before yesterday. I saw it. I walked through it. I walked through every square foot of that facility. Again, the detention facility, where they prepare the food, the medical facility. I got a briefing on all the SOPs on if a hurricane comes. You know, what's the plans for evacuation? I mean, where do you put the most significant criminals compared to the lesser criminals? They got it covered, and I think it's a good facility. I didn't see a single issue, and I was there all day.